El Nino is an ocean event that has far-reaching consequences. The disruption of ocean atmosphere systems affects weather around the globe. It usually increases rainfall across the southern U.S., often causes flooding in Peru and drought in the West Pacific, which can lead to devastating brush fires in Australia. El Nino means the little boy, or Christ child in Spanish. It originally referred to a warming of the ocean waters along the coast of Ecuador that occurs around Christmas every year. Now, the term is used a little differently, referring only to much larger warmings that occur across the entire tropical Pacific Ocean, and not necessarily arriving at Christmas time. During normal years, the trade winds blow from east to west across the tropical Pacific. These winds cause warm water to pile up in the western Pacific, so the sea surface is about 5 feet higher near Indonesia than it is at Ecuador. The sea surface temperature is about 14 degrees Fahrenheit warmer in the west, with cooler temperatures off the coast of South America. This colder water is high in nutrients, providing food and excellent conditions for growth of ocean plants. They, in turn, are food for sea animals to eat. Now, during an El Nino, the trade winds weaken and can even reverse direction in the central and western Pacific. This, in a sense, shuts off the natural air conditioning by preventing the colder, nutrient-rich water from upwelling. The result is a rise in sea surface temperature along the coast of Peru. These waters aren't as nutrient-rich as the colder waters, and this starts an adverse reaction that moves all the way up the food chain. Without nutrients, the plants don't reproduce, so there isn't enough of them for the animals to feed on. Or it can force animals, fish, and birds to migrate to other areas in search of food. This can cause imbalances in the food chain in new areas. This is what happens in the ocean, but the spin-off effects of El Nino alter the weather over land, bringing heavy rains and flooding to some areas, and severe drought to others. With either of these situations, the food chain is thrown out of balance. Whenever nature is altered in a dramatic way, human lifestyle is also altered. There is evidence of food shortages worldwide during recent El Nino events. Also, flu and other viruses, as well as allergies to certain molds and pollen, increase significantly during El Ninos. You can see how important it is to be able to predict an El Nino. Satellite technology is one tool that nations around the world are learning to use to help them prepare for El Nino.